Hello, and welcome to Photigy Q&A webinar at Thursdays. I'm Alex Koloskov, your host. Guys, how you doing? John, Aurora, happy Thursday. Beautiful weather, at least here in California. Locally, everything looks good. World is going crazy completely. I don't want to talk about this, but just hope that eventually we'll we'll become mere humans at some point, maybe in 1,000 years. Anyway, guys, let's jump to our Critique and Review, our Facebook group for premium members. Thank you for Joseph, John. So all is good. Looks like you see me well. Hopefully everything is fine with you and your family. And thank you for joining. Okay, Rafael, all of them here. Lisa, perfect. I hope, guys, you don't have, everything is fine with your friends and, families in Israel and in Gaza and everywhere. In Ukraine, something is going on. Okay. Photography. At least there is something that kind of gives us more, pleasure to work with and passion and everything. Good stuff in our life. Photography is one of them. Okay, let's see. Anish has submitted new photo. Hello, Anish, and looks like we have behind the scene, which is awesome. Thank you so much. Yes, exactly. Photography. Yes, this is where we can find at least some balance and good stuff in our world. Let's see. Nice studio, though. Yeah. So relatively simple. Oh, so fast, Anish. This is cool for Instagram, I think. Please send this to our to admin on Photigy. We probably will grab it for Instagram. Maybe we'll combine it with final images. Cool stuff, though. We'll promote you there if you don't mind. So let's see. Nice. Yeah, cool idea when you need to feature both things, because the back of the watch sometimes is cool too. And yeah, it solves it. And this is the final. I guess this is the out of the camera. Okay. So let's see. Can you show how wedding rings are edited in Photoshop? Pierre, yeah, definitely I can show, but not during this Q&A, because this is just Q&A. I think you should have access to the course with this, and we have a course, right? Wedding, jewelry photography for wedding photographers, something like this. It's a kind of very simple way of shoot them without studio, without anything, just with 1 or 2 speed lights and do-it-yourself light modifiers that you connect to your lens. You've seen it probably. If not, check on Photigy. It's there. Okay. Oh, are you saying you show? Yeah, show me. Send whatever you submit on the group. Yes, we can talk about this. Okay, so come back to this. Let's go back. Anish, it's very well done work. I like it. The lighting is good. The way that you cleaned it, it's very nice. It's a little bit, the whole thing is kind of highlighted really well. Maybe a little bit too much. What I mean by this, as I understand, the wristband is black, right? It's completely black. It's black resin, some sort of, like this. And it's a little bit matte, maybe a little bit glossier on the other side. But what I see here, yeah, you see, it has so much reflection that it's almost, well, it's like light gray. Okay, it may be not a big deal, just maybe it will be cool for you to just dim it down the brightness of this the top part of the wristband, just to show it that it's a little bit darker. Okay, because we are photographers, we know that we can highlight black subject the way that it will look white, especially on dark background. So here you may be a little bit dial down this part. Okay, then the watch face looks great. The definition of all these features, you know, inside the dial, the arrows, really good. So no questions. And the face done really well. I like the way that you show this brush metal and all these wordings. Great. Now the glossy part of the metal, right? This is glossy, the case, at least part of it, because looks like this part is brushed metal as well, stainless steel or something. So what I'm talking about is this, right? This part, all this is glossy. This is brushed metal, same as the face, right? You know, you did it well. We have sharp cut of lines, and this part looks quite glossy. This is where it's a little bit, again, I'm being picky here. Okay, many photographers will do it without noticing anything. But you know me. This look a little bit plasticish. This, I understand that you put efforts to kind of smooth it out in Photoshop, right? But this part doesn't look like it's glossy metal, really. It look like, you know, something more like a plastic. You know how to avoid this. Get some reflection on it. Ideal, it's like, okay, corner, you get the reflection, the dark reflection with sharp cut of line. And here you see you can do, it may be done in Photoshop or it can be done in real life. Let's see your, okay, so you see what you did in Photoshop. You cover all this stuff. And even here it looked a little bit kind of plasticish. It's interesting. Probably because of very soft gradient and everything. So you can do a little bit of, you know, enhance it there to make it look a little bit glossier, if you want to kind of improve more. Because as is, it's good. Just could be better. Okay. This is nice. This is glossy because of the black lines here. This is glossy. Yeah, just a little bit maybe on this one. Huh, it's interesting. Look at this. Look at the back side, left side of the image. How glossy this part look like. Because we have black reflections and bright reflections and relatively sharp cut of lines, right? This is glossy. This is kind of glossy too, but not the bottom. Okay, this is what I mean. Good job though. Good job. Thank you. Very solid work. Let's move to the next one. Okay, more of commercial work from Anish. Well, this is simple, right? On a white background. Just all this. Yeah, I can see it. So that's good. I mean, no suggestions except maybe suggestion about little shadow under the subject, so basically placing them on a white table. If it will be slight shadow, I think it will look better. Again, I guess it's up to your client. If they want it like that, that's okay. Don't crop it too close. I understand why you did it. I mean, but and I still not sure about this angle. You keep shooting like this. Maybe this is client what they want, but I would rotate it more. Because I don't think it's super duper important on this shot to show, you know, all three sides with the same kind of amount of that side. You can show a little bit more one side, less, way less this one. So basically rotate it. In this case, clockwise. Yeah, and shadows, definitely. You add shadow, it will be on a table. And like John said, yeah. More 3D look. Yeah, it will give you depth. With shadow, we see that it's placed. Cool. So, good work, Anish. You're really good professional. This is quite good. And yeah, I'm glad that you start either creating lighting diagrams or submitting behind the scene for the whole the group. It's quite useful. Thank you. And I guess one more. Lots of work, man. Chips. Ha! It's donuts with the chips, with potato chips. So it's like a salted. Background, okay. Yeah, I would try this. This looked tasty for me for sure. Cool selection of colors. You know, the background and foreground, the subject play together really well. So well done, well done. Good job. I like this a little bit more because you have a little bit more room around comparing to this. You see, you kind of, this is a little bit closer. I like this better because the this, how you call it, the plate, whatever, under the subject, under this cup, looks nice. The features of it, you know, it's nice. So if you show it more here and here, it will benefit. Because this is more balanced. I like this better. Okay. Yeah, dessert looks definitely great. Joseph, yeah. By the way, guys, I have this program. We were thinking to create behind the scene like this, but interactive, where you can rotate it, all of them, for all our workshops and courses. It may be a cool idea still to do it. It's on my to-do list. We just need to allocate, you know, the resources for this, because there is a way to have it interactive. This lighting setup where you can really rotate and, you know, get close. It's 3D. Okay. Cool. Very nice. Thank you. Richie. Hello, Richie. And we have some based on my feedback. Okay, Richie. It looks better, definitely. But Richie, what is going on with our angle? Richie. Man. No, it really looks better. You forgot one thing. This is not enough, the opening. I mean, it's too straight. You need to get a little bit higher in this case. Lower probably not gonna work. A little bit higher. We need to show more the opening of the glass. Richie, please. This is, I mean, because the shot is really nice. Nice shadows, you know, I mean, the reflections. We see through the bottle. Even though I would suggest you to get some screen behind the bottle. Because your background, it's just slightly bright. I mean, it's not bright at all, which is good for this. But if you add that screen behind the bottle, you know what I'm talking about. Like 45 degree to the bottle, completely hidden by bottle when you look from the camera view. But then you can redirect light that is on the side. You already have lights on the side. It will redirect back to the camera through the bottle. So basically it will highlight bottle contents. I hope you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, very moody. And it's funny, you have your glass is rectangular, right? It's almost square section, as I understand. You rotated it like right in the middle, which I was against. Remember I was showing you, telling you that you rotate it like 2/3 all the time. 1/3, 2/3 on either side. And the bottle is, which is square too, you made it like straight. Bottle is probably fine, but what I would do, I would probably rotate the bottle a little bit and the glass a little bit. So glass 1/3, bottle maybe a little bit more than 1/3, because the bottle has this nice embossing on both sides, right? So you can pick side and show. Or leave bottle like it is and rotate your glass slightly. So 1/3 instead of the middle. Talking about this corner, right? The corner should be on either side. Yeah. So a little bit more of tweaking your composition and more room on top. You can always crop it, you know. I mean, change it. It's not a problem. It's all black here. But if you want to post it to your portfolio, to any social media, we need more room on top. Don't crop it that much. Okay, you got it. So rotation, camera a little bit higher, and more room on top. The rest, in terms of lighting, is good. Perfect for an eye background. Yes, actually, yeah. Yeah, I can grab it and actually play with it. Oh, guys, it will be such a revolution in photography soon. I can tell you that we're working with Tim Coe. You know, Timothy Coe. He's really bright and great photographer, bright guy. That we have courses, lots of tutorials from him on Photigy. Now we're working on the AI for photographers course. So it will be AI on my side and post-production and stuff from his side. It will be a cool course. Released hopefully before all the sales. And yeah, ChatGPT released DALL-E, access to DALL-E in the chat. Now it can read your photos, it can generate the photos for you, and I'm gonna create a video. It will be something amazing. Anyway, Richie, thank you. Let's move forward. And the lighting stop, yeah. Yeah, Rich is still kind of using these, not diffusers, but just strip boxes. This is why we don't have gradients, right? Richie, it's a strip box, it's not a diffuser. Because every strip box has diffuser in front. So when you cover it with additional diffuser, it's still just a strip box. Maybe with a little bit softer edges, because you have a little gap between the strip box and the diffuser. But you're not going to have any gradient on this. You do it for some reason. Probably the reason is that you don't have larger diffusers, but really it should be your to-do list. You have to have larger diffuser that you can separate from your light source. Put them somewhere else on the gap and angle and whatever. Then you'll be properly equipped to do product photography. Really. The horizontal strip box in front, the bottle catches my attention. Strip box on the front? I don't see it. I don't know. Where is it? Interesting whiskey. I'm gonna try it. Didn't see it yet here. Alrighty, guys, let's move forward. So, Richie, good work, good work. Ahmad, raw chicken. What do you mean raw chicken? It's not raw chicken. It's cooked chicken. Nice. Very tasty. Cool composition. Well done, Ahmad. Yeah, tasty, nice lighting. We have highlights, so it's a little bit glossy. We have shadows. And the composition, I like it. Very nice. Definitely like it. One soft diffuser, one harsh with mini beauty dish. Yeah, soft here is a little bit, dominating this, but that's completely fine. We have nice soft shadows and the light pretty balanced. Yeah, right, pretty balanced. Nice work. I don't have anything to to change here. I would shoot exactly like this. That's really nice. Thank you. David asking curiously, comparing with your own usual whiskey shots, the bottle usually a lot more golden in content and glass less white. And also, yes, this is what I was talking about. More gold on a bottle, meaning the reflector behind the bottle to get light through it, right? And the glass, first of all, I rarely use square glass or rectangular on section. I use cylinder. And then, yeah, I use the gradients. So I don't use a bare strip box close to this to highlight the whole side. Here it's a little bit more kind of sensitive to this because each side of the glass is flat. I mean, not completely flat, but way flatter than if it would be cylinder. This is why it kind of highlights too much. I don't like it too. It's like, with the flat, you definitely need to have a gradient. But again, Rishi don't want to create gradients. It's probably has some, personal issue with gradients, which is completely fine. So let him do what he wants to do. I don't know what's going on with gradients here. The brown, the glass. Okay. I understand the brown in the glass. Brown in the glass. You mean this? Well, it's a background. Aurora. Yeah, Richie. Golden card for sure. And diffusers. Richie, diffusers, you need normal diffusers. You can't really take good photos, product photos, without diffusers that are at least 3 or 4 times larger on one side than your light source. So if your strip box is like this, the width of it, get like 4 times larger diffuser. This case, you'll be a hero. You know how to work with light. But like I said, you have a personal issue with diffusers. Okay. On the top of that. No, on the top of that. Okay, scream is good. Guys, I'm lost a little bit. Horizontal strip box in front of the bottle catches my attention. Oh, this one. This is probably for the label. Otherwise, I don't think it's needed. And yeah, actually, cool point, guys. We can talk about this a little bit. I wouldn't use this strip box in front, really. Instead, to highlight the label and stuff, I would use some spotlight somewhere a little bit on the side, either left or right. I would hit a bottle with it, the label. Yeah, since this is paper, it's easy to to get it highlighted. So it will be even some gradient because the spotlight on the side, it will kind of create oval, highlight it with oval. So I would, get some oval light like that on a side spotlight to highlight this thingy. Okay, of course it will be some clean because it will be reflection here. And yeah, I would definitely try to get rid of this. This is a little bit too much. And Yeah, snoot is good. Yeah. Yeah, snoot is exactly that. That's perfect. Label look better when we have. You can actually modify this label in Photoshop. So just make it the burning little bit of edges like this, so it will be like a little gradient on it. Right? It will work fine. But these guys, you cannot really remove it. This is what you need. Why you need diffusers. So it will be gradient. Let's say you have bright area, and then it will be darker and more transparent. Going this way, and same way here. Yeah. Aurora, you're saying about brown on top, brown in the glass. I don't know. This is eyes, right? This is brown is the background, I guess, right? Similar like this. It's a background, brightness. I mean, the light from the background. So I don't know. Snoot in the background. This is correct. Yeah. It's all good. Richie, was it separate? But no, I don't see separate here. You're talking about Aurora. I'm not sure about brown in the glass. You mean this is too bright? This area, right? Too bright for the background? That's what you're saying? Why it's that bright? Like background is behind, not as bright as this, but it should be not as, I mean, less bright, even less than the background. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was different brightness of the background at the time of the shoot. But I mean, I don't think it's a big problem here. Not separate, yeah. So I don't think it's big issue. Reflections more issue. So Richie, you have a good eye. You have stuff. You just need to get. Oh, what is going on? Here we go. Back to this. Okay, we have lots of things to do. Oh, a lot. So, guys, let's move forward. We got with this chicken, tasty chicken. All is good, Ahmed. Sunflower plain with glitter and papers. Why it look like glitters? That's interesting. Two light gradient reflection on the paper. Okay. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with this to use the wall. That's okay. And the mirror and the reflector. Okay, I'm getting it. So this is final one. Sunflower. It looks strange to me. I mean, really, it looks like it was covered with glitter. First of all, I don't know why, but I have this little dots that are bright. And really, last time I've seen such thing on somebody's face when it was, glitter. Can't think about anything else. You probably have too much sharp light and too little of soft light. This is what happened here because we have lots of reflections, specular reflections, but overall the picture is dark. And I think you need to have softer light more. Your light, which is kind of soft, supposed to be soft, was too far away. The size of this light and the distance, it's not really soft enough, okay? Because you understand, to make things soft, it should be a large light source relatively close to it, close to the subject. If you have large light source but far away, like a sun, it's a spot, right? Sun is huge. I mean, it's like 1,000 times bigger than the Earth. But it's a spotlight because it's too far away. Same here. It's too far away. You need to get closer. Nice big soft diffuser, and boom, and some sharp light. This is the recipe for any food. soft and sharp light, and then you balance it to see how much you have, you want to have either softness or sharpness. Yeah, look metallic, exactly. This is what I'm thinking about. For example, this is more look more natural to me. It look natural. This is kind of natural, even though it's a little bit dark on the dark side. If you go like this and then highlight it, so this kind of okay-ish. But the final image, yeah, it's like metal or stuff. So balance your light. You need to balance better, soft and sharp. Okay. Thank you for your submission. You have work to do, man. Rafael, we have the watch. We have, I see one. Oh no, two big diffusers. One smaller one, and wow, why have them so far away? I'm talking about these huge diffusers that's just roll of paper of this Savage plastic, I guess. Okay, that's fine. I mean, whatever works. And it worked. It worked. Okay, so the composition supposed to be like an ocean, right? Sea or ocean. We have blue water. We have bright sand. We have even, I think it's sea star and blue watch. But somehow composition didn't work for me, really. I mean, I don't see the sea here. It doesn't look like a sea. Most likely it will be hard for you to make a kind of, beach on your studio, unless you have a huge table and you really do stuff with water, but it will be overkill. I can think that it's kind of doable, and especially on this little table. So as exercise, it's fine, but I don't believe it. Okay, I don't believe that it's real stuff. And if I don't believe, that's probably not the reason why you have it there. I would use just the sand without this blue stuff. Okay, because sand, the beach is easy to put little thingy on your table, that will look like a beach. That's his first. And the star is, or whatever it is, it's no. Dead star, it doesn't look like this. It's bigger, nicer. If you can, buy the real star, like a thick, the legs, it will look different. And the whole idea, I don't know, this is bright watch on a bright sand. I don't know. What about putting it on the sand when it's sunset? Sort of. So deep shadows on the sand, because the sun is low, and really bright watch. Watch is highlighted, I don't know, somehow else. This case it may be cool, because with these little dunes, it's not dunes, but like up and downs on the sand with deep shadows and the watch. This is how I would imagine it to make it happen, because we need to watch stand out from the white. On white it's hard to do it. Okay, the watch itself looks good, except the top, which is you definitely overexposed. It's not good. I understand it's like a sun, but it shouldn't be like this, because this is not a lifestyle shot. It's okay to have a hand, with the watch, with some real beach and sunset or whatever there, and then like some overexposure from the real sun. It's fine. It's lifestyle shot. This is not lifestyle. So we need to work to get better lighting on this, on the watch. John saying that face sharpness fighting the blur of the background. No, it's okay. I don't think a problem. This is natural. The watch face in focus, then focus fades away till the blur of the background. I don't think this is the problem. The problem is the lighting. The lighting for the watch face is good. Especially the left side looks really nice because we have some gradient. Even the bottom, which reflects the sand, is good too. This side is okay. We have a little bit, right side a little bit kind of not overexposed, but a little bit harsh light. But again, it's fine. It's fine. The face itself looks good. I like it. It's given setup and everything. I would love a little bit to see a little bit more reflection on the glossy parts, like on arrows. It's polished, kind of gold or whatever. It would be cool to see a little bit more reflections here, like we have on 12. We have some, glossy parts. It will be cool to see a little bit more, just from enhancing. But overall, it looks good. So this is how I see it. Okay. But this is complex shot. So thank you for trying, and actually you got good results. Watch looks good. It's more like a propping, more like putting it on real stuff. Mid-Journey, you can do it in Mid-Journey, the background. If you explain it well, and now with the feature where you can regenerate the region of it, and with remake, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, when you can regenerate a part of the image that is already generated, changing the query on a fly. It's just an amazing tool. But again, it will be on the course. Anyway, thank you, Rafael. Good work. By the way, Richie, look at this lighting setup. Look at these diffusers. You can do this. It's simple. If you have the roll of the translucent plastic or whatever, just put it like this. It's the simplest diffuser. You don't need to have a frame for it, and it will work. It will do wonders for you. Even this vertical, you cannot really bend them, and you cannot flip. You cannot tilt. But considering its size, it will do really good work for you. Alrighty, what is this? It's real. Oh, it's interesting how real is posted here. Too many things going on one. I guess we go reels now. Okay, whoever submitted, I don't see the name of the... Oh, Dia. Dia Marwan. I want to see the image, okay? The reel is good, but I want to see the final image, as is image, and hopefully the reel of how you shoot it. So I can't really talk about this because it's three videos that is going on without the result, okay? Alisa, excuse me guys, something's going on. Try to use schema from Creative Cake Masterclass. Okay. Creative Cake. What the Creative Cake? Oh god. Let's see. It's nice. Glowing like crazy, talking about the left jar. But still acceptable. I don't like this. Oh, this probably as is, right? Okay, perfect. So let's look at this one. Nice. Wow. Very cool combination of, sharp and soft lights. Very nice. I like it. No, really, Alisa. And the colors are... love it. This kind of purplish and orange. Very cool. Love it. It's just so impactful, it grabs attention. I want to just stare at it. Yeah, very nice. Why should I saw 640? Because it was continuous lighting, or No, I'm not sure why. No, because you don't have enough brightness of your strobe, right? Because it looks like a strobe to me. Well, it's up to you, but I wouldn't shoot 640. It may be... Well, we don't see it here, of course. But, well, probably. Maybe I'm just old school. Maybe now these modern cameras, 640 ISO, they just same as 100. I don't know. I always try to preserve the best possible quality, so I saw my maximum 200, in some cases 400, but never more than this. But anyway, if it looks good for you, the final result, I don't see any noise, so no worry. I mean, no problem. And cool combo. Okay, well, with continuous light, then I'm not getting at all why you need ISO, higher ISO. With continuous light, you can have long exposure. I mean, the shutter speed. Just, you know, like you can do 1/8 of a second, 1/10 of a second, 1/20 of a second. It's still, I mean, because even 1/80 of a second, you have to have everything still, no vibration, so you should remotely trigger in camera. You shouldn't have any light in the studio other than your light. But yeah, with continuous light, you can do always ISO 100. It's not a high-speed shot. I mean, there is nothing moving, right? You shouldn't stop any action, so you can just do as long as you want. And it's dark in your studio, so it should be not a problem. But anyway, if you like it this way, that's fine, because your camera may be good enough for this. Sharpness, I don't know. Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe if there is some vibrations, maybe there is like a little bit. You can always check. So, Alisa, good work, good work. I don't have much to actually to change here. Looks good. This one, you know, a little bit bright, but I'm somehow I like this, you know, really bright spot. Yeah, maybe make it a little bit smaller, but I'm trying to kind of figure just to find out at least something to review, to critique, because it's good. Okay, let's move to next one. Lisa. 2 shots. Lisa is playing with all these reflections and stuff. So what's different between those shots? Reflection. Okay, this of course, this is the right way to kind of hide reflection. Well, to make it look nice. Yeah. Good, good. Lighting on this, it's semi-glossy sort of, right? Or more like even on the matte side. And even there you use diffusers, which is okay. Yeah. Good one. Good work, Lisa. No. Don't see any issues here. It's funny. The subject looks vertical to me. The reflection goes off on the side. How it can happen, I don't know. But yeah. Alrighty. Lisa, good job. Yeah, I understand that you kind of hide it in Photoshop. Yeah, that's the right way to do reflection. Good. And this one, we're talking about the bokeh, right? Well, the bokeh is good. It doesn't look good overall. Why? Because you have gray subject and gray part of the half of the background is gray, and especially the horizon line is in the middle, almost in the middle. This is not what you probably testing here. It's part of the certification program, but again, let's kind of review the whole thing. Composition, horizon always on rule third, not in the middle. Then if you do this type of bokeh, it's cool if background is darker. And especially for this shot, if background will be dark but with this bokeh lights, it will look better. It will look just nicer because brighter spots on dark background. They look more interesting, and your subject will look more interesting because of this. Of course, you need to highlight it. Well, it's a lot of work. It's a little bit different from what you do. Too much downward angle? I wouldn't say so. No, I would just crop it. The angle is fine. I mean, it's not. I would crop it like this. Okay, so close to 1/3 the background, and I would make the background darker. Those glittery stuff, whatever you have there. Okay, yeah. So definitely, it's just too white wall. Put some dark gray. Charcoal, well, not charcoal, is too dark. So there is different paper I have in studio, like about 50% gray and about 70% gray. You can start from 50% gray. It will be darker, it will be nicer. And it may be an issue with your window again, because it may be, you know, lots of ambient light, which is not good. I'm not sure. But for me it looks really bright. Maybe you open it for the behind the scene, maybe. Okay, but bokeh itself look really good. That's really, you have a good lens. We don't have this aperture stuff, and looks cool, very nice. So thank you. Alrighty, Andres. So what do we have here? All the real stuff, the real composition. And honey. Okay, I got it. So Lisa, yeah, then not a problem. If your studio is dark while shooting, then it's good. So Andres, let's see. Let's talk about your honey. Honey looks good. This, you know, thingy that is flying actually looks good too. You know, this is okay. I don't think it's a big problem, but I would try to get it in focus, because these honey drops, they're so sexy. And you know, this whatever is probably tasty. I already have mouth full. I want to eat it. They are tasty. So ideal shot for this, I mean ideal way to photograph this is the tilt shift lens. I was thinking like, wow, this is exactly either technical camera or just a tilt shift lens. When you rotate your lens like this, what it will do, it will decrease depth of field, so background will be more blurry, which is fine. But you will get in focus this, especially some part of it, some nice droplet, and this, and it will be wow. Because both are really needs to grab attention. The subject itself, I understand this is what it sells, but this part with droplets is way more interesting to look at, and it will be still association with the product. So I mean, there is nothing wrong to have this in focus. Okay, so I would try to do it in focus. You can always do it just multiple shots, you know, one focus here, and then you grab background from the shot with the subject in focus, and then grab this only from the foreground, so get closer. It's up to you, you can play. This is good too, but I think it would benefit from it, okay? In terms of lighting, it's all good. It's a little bit too bright for me, you know, this super bright reflection, but we have this feeling that there is a window next to us on the right, and I think it's okay. It's okay to have this bright reflection, because all is so kind of, it works this way. I believe that there is a window. We have these specular highlights and everything. So yeah, I like it. Yeah, behind the scene is this. So big window, you know, and reflector. It actually looks like almost like one light source. Yeah, and the reflector. So two effective light sources, but one is real, and it works really well. Nice. Andres, good job. Thank you. Like this. Next one, Alisa. Different angle, combine the color doesn't match. You can correct it post-production to lots of time. Color. Think about this. Why color may not match? Do you shoot at fixed white balance or it's auto? Look at this. If your lighting is the same, if your white balance is the same, if you just change the angle, color may be different because, just because of the reflection, it really can grab little bit different reflections. But it shouldn't be that much of difference. Okay, so this is different color. Yeah, because different angle, it grabs different, it's basically different brightness. Color is the same, brightness is different, and eventually the color is different, right? How to avoid it? No way. This type of thing, if you do, like I said, not auto white balance and stuff, all manual, all is fixed, there is no way. It's a matter of lighting. Even with the same angle, just think about this. You change lighting a little bit, it will change the brightness of your background, and it will be different color. Brightness, color. I don't think there is a way to avoid it. And I mean, the physics. Yeah, it could be a little bit brighter though. Well, LED again, it's supposed to be the same LED lights, guys. It shouldn't be a matter of color change when you change angle of the camera. If it's only what gets changed, yeah. How I would do this. If color, you can set up color, you can have almost black or almost white. It will be the same, different angle, but you can always, adjust things, exposure and stuff to make it the same. But if it's like this, the only thing that you can do, you can try to adjust exposure. Let's say, and actually lighting. You for example, this one, you have it more on a sharp angle, right? I mean, more horizontal. Then you move camera higher, your background reflects different area. You can move light, so you can try to highlight that area the same way as it highlighted here. It's changing that spot or whatever that highlights your background. It won't guarantee the same color, but it will be close to it, which may be fine, right? But good job, before any post-production, before everything. It's good. I would have a little bit more light on it, a little bit more. Because you see lots of little gemstones, they're not bright. You're missing somewhere the spot on the diffuser, the spot that will highlight them, that will make them really bright. ISO, I wouldn't change ISO, definitely. I wouldn't change ISO between shots. It's possible this way to adjust exposure, but better to change the brightness of light, if it's possible, instead of ISO. Because ISO will do the same. If you change all the lights the same way, let's say 1/3 up or 1/3 down, the same thing as ISO. Okay? I hope it kind of answered your question. Let's... Well, photo, video, or post-production, it depends of what you'll be selling eventually to the client, photo or video. Because this question, like time reasonable to do photo or post-production, you need to master your photography skill as much as possible, and you need to master post-production. When you know your time, if you know it well, both relatively well, right? Then you will see what will be easier for you on each particular case. Sometimes when I shoot, I see that fixing things in the camera is faster than in Photoshop. So I fix it in the camera, change the light and stuff. Sometimes I see that it's like, okay, try here and there and it doesn't work with the camera and lighting, so I leave it for Photoshop. I know, okay, it will be faster, because overall everything comes to the time, right? The time you spend on the shot and post-production to get the final result. If you can shorten it from either side, shooting or post-production, it works. You need to decide, because it's lots of variables, your personal variables: speed of shooting, speed of post-production, and knowledge on both. I cannot really answer you. You need to kind of do it individual case. Okay. Anish again, one more shot from you. Not one more. Good. I love how background, this spot in the background kind of plays with the lighting and everything. Look, guys, lighting, it's brighter on the left side, and it's separate. I'm not sure, but it could be separate for the background, maybe the same light, but really cool how it plays with the background. It's not a spot, and in this case, even the crop, you see, it's a little bit on the right side, which is cool. No, left side. In terms of lighting for this subject, it's perfect. Shadows, bright areas, highlights. It really looks 3D. It's volumized, like I said, and little gemstones look cool too. So good job. Anish knows how to shoot jewelry for sure. Okay, this one. Are we losing focus a little bit? Well, maybe a little bit. It's good. It's good. It's relatively bright. I would try to make it maybe a little bit brighter overall, especially these little gemstones. You can do it, Anish, in individual basis. For example, this one, the dark gemstone, and this one, you select in Photoshop and make them brighter. They look too dark. We almost don't see the color. This is blue, this is green. Let's highlight it. Again, simple post-production work. The rest is good. Well, this is good too. A little bit out of focus. You see, depth of field is getting away, fading away, which it shouldn't. It's flat subject. The way that you position it, it shouldn't be issue with the sharpness. Wow, this is nice. All nice except the background. What is going on with the background? What is this? I want to see this is very symmetrical subject, so spot behind it. I don't think we need, and especially this kind of strange artifact on the background, on the corner. So spot behind, or you can do the like from below, the arc, like opposite to the shape of the subject, the arc with the spot. Again, it will look really nice. But this one, no. And the rest is nice. Your subject looks really, really, really good. I even like this, highlights, which is completely fine. Okay? Anish. Play on the background. Yeah, here you see background is right there. And good job. Good job, man. Good job. Little bit highlight, highlight this little greenish stuff. Some of them too dark, make them brighter. They look really nice. They green, green not much. I mean, not many colors are green here. Make them a little bit pop up. Okay. And maybe this is red, a little bit pop up. So little gemstones, give them a little bit more attention. Alrighty. Nice. Yeah, the spot is a little bit... okay, the spot is cool. I don't like this little bit. It's kind of interesting when you look this way. But I would make it slightly darker here, the spot on the background, and I still, for more smooth spot, smooth gradient without all these wrinkles. Background should be flat, man. I mean, I don't think it's a good idea to have background like that. Don't see the reason. And same here, greenish, green stuff, especially green without that glossy reflection. Bring them a little bit brightness. We'll see a little bit more facets, the cutting thing, edges, and it will look better. even this. Of course, it's cool to have reflection on them. You can have, you could play with multiple shots to give some, because look at this one, look at this green one on top. How to make it? Okay. Oof. It looks cool because it has little reflection. So if this has reflection, this is without 3 or 4, well, 3 without, little reflection, a little bit brighter from inside, and it will look super cool. Good job, overall good job. Like your style. Well, yeah, I understand. Lots of reflectors. Since this is flat, all these necklaces, it's flat, so flat reflector is perfect for this. It's super nice. All of them slightly angled, so you don't need to cover the camera. Well, not all of them. This is more like straight. This is straight too. But yeah, camera was covered actually with 2 flat diffusers, which is perfect. Nice. You know why it worked, right? There is no spherical surface, large one, so we don't see the camera, we don't see this gap. This is why it's not needed to have U-shaped diffuser. Remember, we were talking about U-shape, that this covers camera completely with only hole for the lens. It's needed when it's rings or with something that will reflect like everything. Here it's very tiny metal pieces, so it's like this. It's okay to have just flat diffusers covering most of the frontal area. Okay. Oh, that's it. Nice. So voila, we made it a little bit more than an hour, so yeah, good. Guys, any questions for me? Thank you for joining. It was lots of things to do, and I love the shots. Everything they submitted was so good. If you have any question, let me know. Otherwise, I'm telling you goodbye. Okay, looks like we're good. So Lisa, Aurora, Joseph, Alisa, Richie, thank you guys. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for all your submissions. Patvora Media, nice. Is it Ukrainian? Cool. Guys, have a good rest of your Thursday and beautiful Friday, and definitely enjoy your weekend. Submit your work. Next week I'll see you again here, 1 p.m. Pacific time, and well, looking forward to see your work. You're doing really good. I love to see the progress. Everyone who's doing this submissions, almost every time or quite often, I see the progress, and this is the best part. I know why I'm doing it here. I know there's not many people on this live webinar, but I see, thank you, you join in, and I see how you grow, how your photography level is growing. This is the best feedback for me, because like I said, I know what I'm doing here now. Alrighty, thank you so much, and see you next Thursday. Goodbye. Bye guys. Check. Okay. Alrighty.